Ordinances and resolutions, first reading, resolution 2122.
A resolution establishing holidays for employees of the city of Greenwood for the year 2022, sponsored by Gibson and Hopper.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Gibson, second by Mr. Dine. Any discussion on resolution 2122? Hearing none, then roll call, first reading, resolution 2122.
Bates.
Aye.
Campbell.
Aye.
Stein.
Aye.
Gibson.
Aye.
Hill. Hopper.
Aye.
Middleton.
Aye.
Williams.
Aye.
Resolution 2122 passes first reading 8-0. Ordinance 2145.
An ordinance of the city of Greenwood, Indiana, authorizing the issuance of general obligation bonds for the purpose of providing funds to pay for certain capital expenditures and street system projects and incidental expenses in connection therewith, and on account of the issuance of the bonds, appropriating the proceeds thereof, and all matters related thereto, sponsored by Bates.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Dine, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Pendleton. Any discussion? Hearing none, then roll call. Ordinance 2145, first reading.
Campbell.
Aye.
Stein.
Aye.
Gibson.
Aye.
Hill.
Aye.
Hopper.
Aye.
Middleton.
Aye.
Williams.
Aye.
Bates.
Aye.
Ordinance 2145 passes first reading 8-0. Second reading, ordinance 2136.
An ordinance for appropriations and tax rates for the 2022 budget year, sponsored by Campbell.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion Mr. Dine, second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Gibson. Any discussion? Hearing none, then roll call. Ordinance 2136, second reading.
Stein.
Aye.
Gibson.
Aye.
Hill.
Aye.
Hopper.
Aye.
Middleton.
Nay.
Williams.
Nay.
Bates.
Aye.
Campbell.
Aye. Ordinance 2136 passes second reading 6-2. Ordinance 2137.
An ordinance fixing salaries of appointed officers and employees of the city of Greenwood, Indiana, and city utilities for the year 2022, sponsored by Campbell.
Do I have a motion? Motion Mr. Bates, second.
Second.
By Mr. Dine. Any discussion? Hearing none, then roll call. Ordinance 2137, second reading.
Gibson.
Aye.
Hill.
Aye.
Hopper.
Aye.
Middleton.
Aye.
Williams.
Aye.
Bates.
Aye.
Campbell.
Aye.
Stein.
Aye.
Ordinance 2137 passes second reading 8-0. Ordinance 2138.
An ordinance fixing the salary of the city judge of the city of Greenwood, Indiana, for the year 2022, sponsored by Campbell.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Dine, second. Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? Ordinance 2138. Hearing and then roll call. Ordinance 2138, second reading.
Hill.
Aye.
Hopper.
Aye.
Middleton.
Nay.
Williams.
Nay.
Bates.
Aye.
Campbell.
Aye.
Stein.
Aye.
Gibson.
Aye.
Ordinance 2138 passes second reading 8-2. Ordinance 2139.
An ordinance fixing the salary of the clerk of the city of Greenwood, Indiana, for the year 2022, sponsored by Campbell.
Have a motion? Motion by Mr. Bates, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dine. A correction, I mentioned that the ordinance 2138 passed second reading 8-2. It's actually 6-2. Make that correction. Any discussion on ordinance 2139? Hearing none, then roll call. Ordinance 2139, second reading.
Hopper.
Aye.
Middleton.
Nay.
Williams.
Nay.
Bates.
Aye.
Campbell.
Aye.
Stein.
Aye.
Gibson. Hill.
Ordinance 2139 passes second reading 6-2. Ordinance 2140.
An ordinance fixing the salary of the mayor of the city of Greenwood, Indiana for the year 2022, sponsored by Campbell.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Dine, second. Second by Mr. Hopper. Any discussion? Ordinance 2140. Hearing none, then roll call. Ordinance 2140, second reading.
Pendleton,
Nay.
Williams,
Nay.
Bates,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Dine,
Aye.
Gibson,
Aye.
Hill. Hopper.
Aye.
Ordinance 2140 passes second reading 6-2. Ordinance 2141.
An ordinance fixing the salary of the common council of the city of Greenwood, Indiana for the year 2022, sponsored by Campbell.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Dine, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Pendleton. Any discussion? Ordinance 2141. Hearing none, then roll call. Ordinance 2141, second reading.
Williams,
Nay.
Bates,
Nay.
Campbell,
Aye.
Dine,
Aye.
Gibson,
Aye.
Hill.
Aye.
Hopper.
Nay.
Pendleton.
Nay.
Ordinance 2141 fails to pass. Vote of 4-4. Resolution 2121.
A resolution of the Greenwood Common Council expressing interest in the purchase of certain land on West Hudson Road, sponsored by Don.
We have a motion.
So moved.
Motion, Mr. Dine, second.
Second.
Second, by Mr. Hopper. Any discussion? Resolution 2121. Hearing none, then roll call. Second reading, resolution 2121.
Bates,
Aye.
Campbell,
Aye.
Dine,
Aye.
Gibson,
Aye.
Hill. Hopper.
Aye.
Pendleton,
Aye.
Williams.
Resolution 2121 passes second reading 8-0. New business, introduction of new ordinances and resolutions. Ordinance number 2146.
An ordinance providing for an additional appropriation from the aviation fund to budget classification to $175,000, sponsored by Gibson.
Anybody here will talk about this? All right. Ordinance 2147.
An ordinance vacating platted drainage easement located within Borsville Commerce Center Phase 2, Lot 2, sponsored by Campbell.
All right. Resolution 2123.
A resolution of the Greenwood Common Council approving an interlocal cooperation agreement between the city of Greenwood and the town of Whiteland regarding certain grievances on South Anderson Avenue, sponsored by Bates and Campbell.
Mike, did you ask if anybody was here for 2147?
No, I didn't.
I don't know if there is or not. I just-
I am, this is Justin Alash with American Structure Point. If you'd like, I could give a quick introduction for what we're proposing with the easement vacation.
Yes, if you would, please.
Yes, so this is in the newly created Worsville Commerce Center, Phase 2. It's in the intersection of Allen Road and Collins Road. What we are proposing, we had platted a drainage easement with the initial phase of this overall industrial park. And the easement is specifically on Lot 2, and it serves drainage of stormwater from Allen Road into our detention system. This lot was originally set up as a spec warehouse building without a tenant. Through the process of obtaining a tenant for this building, we have eliminated some trailer parking stalls along the east side of this site where this easement is located. And as such, we have gone through the process with Greenwood staff of moving those storm pipes. So through this process, we're essentially vacating an easement that is no longer needed for that drainage. The mechanism to provide this easement back is currently under review by staff and is planned to be accepted at the November Board of Works meeting. So it's basically a cleanup exercise for our overall Worsville Commerce Center Phase 2.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Justin? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Johnston, did you want to talk about resolution 2123?
Sure. Thank you. Good evening. Daniel Johnson, city engineer. This resolution is for a interlocal agreement between the city of Greenwood and the town of Whiteland. We've had a developer that is currently working on a residential development along South Emerson. Part of their development, they have to provide an entrance with acceleration, deceleration lanes, and also a passing blister. The development is on the east side of Emerson, that's in Greenwood. Portions of the passing blister on the west side will fall within the city of Greenwood limits. Other portions of the passing blister will fall within the town of Whiteland, thus the need for the interlocal agreement. The city's responsibilities in this agreement would be to simply ensure that the developer constructs the passing blister and the road all the work to city standards, but then the city would be responsible for maintaining. Just one item, I believe the Whiteland Town Council approved their portion of the agreement at their meeting last week. That's my understanding.
All right, any questions for Mr. Johnson? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution 2124.
A resolution declaring certain real property improvements for tax abatement, Peterman Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Inc., sponsored by Campbell and Hopper.
Good evening. Amanda Revenue, the Vice President of Economic Development for Spire Johnson County. We've been working with the city and with Peterman Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing on their planned expansion at 677 Commerce Parkway. You'll recall back in 2018, they received an abatement on their current facility. Since then have experienced substantial growth and have purchased some of the adjacent parcels around their existing property. They're planning on a 54,000 square foot facility, which would result in 150 new employees at about $22 an hour. They're requesting a 3-year real property abatement on the $6.5 million investment, would be phased in at about 33% per year. Chad Peterman, who is the president of Peterman HVAC and Plumbing, is available for giving a short presentation, as am I. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your time. As Amanda stated, the proposal is.
I'm sorry, but could you state your name and address for the record, please?
Yeah, it's Chad Peterman. Our current business address is 677 Commerce Parkway West Drive.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the current plan is to add, as she said, 54,000 square feet, approximately 150 new jobs to the Greenwood area. I think what's important about the proposal is not the jobs themselves, but how we'll be adding the majority of them. And the majority of them will be through approximately 15,000 square feet of the project will be our Peterman Top Tech Academy, where we train our own technicians. We bring people from outside the trades into the trades and train them over what is now a 5 to 6 month program where we pay them to learn and then turn them out into the field to serve our customer base. Currently, we have 17 students, 10 HVAC students, and 7 plumbing students who will hit the hit the ground running here in November. They'll work November, December, January. They'll come back in for another month of training. And then we'll be out in the field permanently. After those 17, we'll have trained in just a year's time. The school started October 5th of 2020. We currently reside in our old facility, which is near Stop 11 in Emerson. And so we'll be moving that school down there. But here after this next class, graduates will train 50 technicians in about a year and a half. So hopefully providing not only jobs, but skilled jobs for the community, both in Greenwood and the surrounding areas.
All right, thank you. Any questions from the council?
I just have more of a question about the paperwork. First, I think this is awesome. This is the kind of stuff I like to see coming for us for abatement. On page 7 of the paperwork for the abatement, it says the length of abatement request is 5 years, but then later on it says 3 years.
Are you looking at their
Yeah, page 7.
application?
yeah.
Okay, so they could have had a mistake on their application.
Okay.
It is 3 years. they're
Okay.
requesting. Yeah.
All right, any other questions? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, miscellaneous business, second opportunity for public comments. So if you're here tonight, wish to address the council concerning something that is not on the agenda, now's your opportunity. Please step to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, moving on, miscellaneous business from the council.
Yes, Mr. President, I mentioned this before the council meeting started tonight. I got a text from a constituent, and anyone who's able to respond to this, I would appreciate for their benefit. They're saying, looking for some information regarding the trash and leaf charge that we get monthly from the city. The charge is $16.45 a month. And was increased a few months back in order to quote, cover the increase in vehicle and labor costs, end of quote. I would like to know the number of homes, businesses, and others that receive this charge. And so that's what I'm being asked to try to bring information back that would be satisfactory, at least let him know what the facts are. Someone help me on that.
Finance ought to be able to let you know in the billings, who they're billing. The numbers.
That was probably inaccurate too, wasn't it, for an increase? I haven't seen this in my building. Says an increase to cover the increase in vehicle and labor costs. I don't.
I'd like to know where they
Yes.
got that. I don't
Yes.
know.
Okay.
I've never heard that.
We haven't done that in like a year plus, haven't we? Increased was.
Right. When
Usually
we
they take
did,
effect in January. If it increases. The ordinance has an increase from January. So, yeah, I don't know if I think about a couple of months ago.
someone could send me some information.
Yeah, if you can get some more information, I can have our utility manager kind of look into it. And so you can just send it to Greg and or me, Jared, the deputy controller, we'll get an answer.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That's all I have. Appreciate it.
All right, anyone else on the council?
I have something really quick, Mr. President. And I guess it's more of a going forward type of thing, but I guess I was really caught off guard after our last meeting. Not necessarily about the content of the employee mask mandate, but just the fact that it went in and receiving questions from employees, receiving questions from media, and not really having any idea what was going on. I guess going forward, it would be really, I guess, beneficial for everyone if that sort of stuff is shared with us so that we kind of know what's out there, know the details of that, what's expected, so that if we are contacted, we aren't saying, well, we really don't know.
All right, thank you. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. Just to respond to that real quick. The employees answer to the executive division of the city. So if they have those questions, they should direct them towards my office, and they have not done so as of yet. I'd be happy to answer any of them. I did reply to your email as to why we're doing it. That will stay in effect until the numbers come down and an acceptable level.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Anything else from the council? All right, other miscellaneous business, Corporation Council,
There is none.
Controller's Office,
Nothing at this time.
Mr. Mayor, anything else?
That's it, thank you.
Thanks, everyone. We are adjourned.